Hey, girls, what the hell are you doing? There's some girls out there who are sending messages that are so down bad, so like incel vibe. And let me tell you what, they are coming out in online dating. Some of the messages that I have seen are so insane. Like, I actually don't know who the person is that this thought could come out of. Okay, for instance, let's go this one. We're a dude right now. We said, what exactly are you looking for on here? Lol, men who ask that are usually offering nothing, so I guess I'm just chilling. Him, on a dating app, hey, what are you looking for on here? Just want to know, like, something casual, something more serious? Her there like, what am I looking for on here? Men like that are usually offering nothing. What do you mean? We said, that's a bold assumption. I think it just means I want to know what you're looking for. And she said, lol, I don't think so at all. Based on my loved experience, and the lived experience of thousands of women. What are you offering? Lol. Is this crazy how you don't understand that I already know from you asking that question? You're not coming with the intention of bringing anything or trying to impress me. They're trying to figure out how little effort you can make while... What are you talking about? You're not coming with the intention of bringing anything or trying to impress me. They are trying to figure out how little effort you can make while getting the most from me. A woman who is literally out of your league? Okay, so I think she's just stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, she's stupid. There are people who are like this. I'm sorry. We got knuckleheads walking amidst us, and she thinks the world is against her, but she just dead ass doesn't know anything. Like, he just said, what are you looking here for? Something casual, something serious?
What am I looking for? So you want to know what I'm looking for so that you can offer me less. That's what I'm hearing, right? You actually don't have anything to offer me, so you're like, what are you looking here for? Because I don't have anything to bring to the table. That's what you're doing. You're a man.
Girl. I know you probably had some horrible experiences with men who don't bring anything to you and are bums, but I think you are also a little bit, I don't want to say fell out of a coconut tree and hit all the coconuts on the way down, but this is crazy. And she continues. Remember, the last thing bro said was, I think it just means I want to know what you're looking for on a dating app. Who you should be lucky if even giving you the time of day. That's the problem with most men. You guys act like a surprise. Meanwhile, I have 300 men waiting for me to answer them. So if you're not gonna bring anything, just go away. This is such a waste of time. Again, all he said, what are you looking for on a dating app? I love the line, the problem with most men, you guys act like a surprise. She clearly means like a gift or a prize, like you're the prize. But also, that's not true. I think if there's one thing about men on dating apps is that they're either very creepy or very pathetic. How many dudes are logging onto Tinder and then playing hard to get? Is that happening? If you're a dude playing hard to get on Tinder, sorry, you're a hoe. My bad. You're a male hoe. A rake. Oh my God. Is that why it's in the 60s when they called a man a rake? Are they calling him a male hoe? A dissolute or immoral person, especially a man who indulges in vices or lacks sexual restraint. Holy shit. He's a rake. No, not this guy. Like the hypothetical men that she's talking about. I have 300 rakes waiting for me to answer them. So if you're not gonna bring anything, just go away. What was he supposed to message her? I have a $100,000 a year income, no kids, strong hairline, gift giving as a love language, and no problem paying for everything since the very first day. That's what a first message is supposed to be like on Tinder. Listen, judging on the Tinder messages that I've seen in my, Tinder career, like not like my Tinder, like me making YouTube videos. Most of the dudes are just saying something like, yo, you go to Colombia? I'm trying to climb up that pussy. And then it's just screenshotted and put on Twitter. I just want to spend one afternoon in this girl's head. Actually, no, I don't. Okay, now, we got one on Snapchat, y'all. A Snapchat nice girl conversation? Judging by her Bitmoji, oh yeah. Lip ring, purple lipstick, dyed pink hair, glasses, a beanie. 38 weirdos sitting there right now like, that's me. I love y'all, but when I know one of you is gonna be a nice girl, these are the ones that I get prepared for just explosions. Okay, let's go. Chantal, we said, what you doing today? All right. The POV, us, we're a rake. She said, I don't make plans. Never have, never will. Okay, I love her. We said, what does that mean? I don't have plans. Make plans. That's what that means my sentence was. That's gonna be stuck in my head. That's what that means my sentence was. I love Chantal. It's pretty self-explanatory, and we said, no it wasn't. It was confusing as fuck, lol. So you never have any schedule? No job, no school, etc.? Who the fuck keeps his schedule? I know nobody in my life who keeps the fucking schedule or who makes plans with their life. I just go on day by day. What's going on in there, Chantal? Inside that noggin of yours, what's happening? Why is she taking personal offense at him asking her her, what you doing today? I just love her first message so much. I don't make plans. Never have, never will. He didn't even suggest the thought of a plan and she's already mad. By the way, he's probably trying to hang out, Chantal. He's probably trying to be like, hey, what are you doing? So that you can say, oh, I'm free during this time. And then y'all can meet up. Her response is crazy. I love her. We said, well, I have class at like 10 a.m., for example. You don't know anyone who has class? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so glad that we're just like explaining it to her because she really doesn't make any sense. We said, no, I know nobody who's in college right now. Or university. He said, or I have work at 1 p.m. You don't know anybody that has to work? Okay, that's cool. You have your life organized, but I don't. Why does it seem like a big fucking deal to you? Why does it matter so much to you? She's so weird. She got so defensive over nothing and is acting like the world is against her. Again, I think the coconut tree had another victim. Knowing at all what could possibly transpire today is insane. I don't know anyone who would know anything about their life ever. Him sitting there like, you don't know anybody who has like goes to class or has a job? Her? Okay! If you want to be an asshole about it, jeez, why does it matter so much to you? No, I don't. But we said, like, you're all good, but you got hella defensive. All I did was casually ask what you're doing today. Wasn't that deep? Well, to be honest with you, I told you. And then you had to go on a fucking rampage about a fucking, quote, organized life. Who cares about your fucking organized life? Nobody! He went on an effing rampage about an effing organized life. He said, like, people who have class at a certain time or go to job at a certain time, I'm just trying to like ask what you're doing. She said, who cares about your fucking organized life? Nobody! We said, well, I was confused at first. She said, her acting like we're in the wrong here. Her and the girl before, I love y'all's vibes so much. Because just imagining what their day-to-day life experience is like is so amazing. And he's walking her through it. I love this guy because he's seriously being like, how do you not understand what I'm talking about? He's like perplexed by her stupidity. He quoted her, that's what that means. My sentence was pretty self-explanatory. You hit me with this, and I had to show you how it definitely was confusing without context. No, I don't see how it was confusing because it was pretty self-explanatory to me. I don't make plans and never will to me means I'm not in school, never will be, I don't have a job, never will have a job. Like, what do you mean? It's definitely confusing for someone to say they'll literally never make plans. Like, yeah, excuse me for being initially confused by that, lol. And oh my God, this is the best response to the whole thing. I just live my life day by day. Whatever happens, happens. Girl, that must be fucking nice. Do you know somebody who died and left you $3 million? What do you mean? I don't have anything in my mind. By the way, I think that's actually true. I think that she's telling the truth here because the level of like unaware of what like life is, like I think like life is kind of, you know, like when stuff is, you know, her just sitting there like this, whatever happens, happens. Am I gonna go to the store? Oh, I'm not gonna make a plan for it. We said, okay, I guess. Well, she said, like, I don't see what the big fucking deal is. You haven't organized life. Great. You have an organized life. Like, who cares? I don't. And you shouldn't really care what I do with my life. Again, he was asking her, what are you doing? Because he was trying to hang out. So her being like, whatever happens, happens. How does anything happen if somebody invites you to do something and you go, I don't know anything? I love it. The last message is our message. He said, I genuinely don't give a fuck if you have an organized life or not, but if you can't understand how the sentiment that somebody will never make plans in their entire life is confusing, I don't know what to tell you, lol. Like, I asked you to elaborate pretty politely, and from there you got hella aggressive. I love seeing teenagers talk. This is so teenager. Oh, stop! I just mean like the way that teenagers talk is so funny. Cody Ko was nodding along at that video for the wrong reason a second ago. Anyways, I've never in my life said hella and meant it. Here we go. By the way, I'm having so much fun. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever filmed. Can you please subscribe? Please. Fuck. We're both watching as I'm filming like one of my favorite videos. It'd be sick as fuck if you subscribed on this one. Fuck. This girl said, huh? Phone disc died? Yeah, my phone died. Okay, I'm about to cook anyway, period. All right. First of all, there's some lore here. Something's happening before this conversation. And I just gotta say, I'm feeling a little bit on the nice girl side right away because of the way we're dropping these periods. I'm about to cook anyway. We said, okay. Glad you got the chance to vent though, period. Okay, huh? Rubbing me the wrong way. How convenient, right? So sounds like they were just on a FaceTime call. Girl was venting, getting her emotions out. Bro was listening, then his phone died, allegedly. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. And he's not trying to pick back up the call. Okay, I gotta find out what they were talking about. But they keep going. Because she says, how convenient, right? He said, I mean, my phone died because I was on it all day at work and my rice is done, so I'm gonna eat dinner. That was genuine. It seemed like you needed to vent and I'm okay with holding space. But it seems like even if I'm being kind, a lot of things I do rub you the wrong way. So I don't think this is gonna work out. All right. Listen, this was posted on a nice girl forum. I just gotta say right now, bro is pissing her off. Bro's poking her buttons. Girl is venting. So she's clearly going through something, letting it emotionally out, and you're quote, holding space. Oh, Ariana. But I'm getting the vibe. If I'm her, I'm getting the vibe that he hung up, didn't respond for a while, then was like, yeah, I'm gonna cook. And he's giving a bunch of excuses and not calling back to let it finish. And if this was an English class at this point, I would say, and this is all supported by the text. So we, as a girl, who I think at this point can justifiably be pretty pissed off at how this guy's also being condescending. Because he is also being condescending, supported by the text. But it seems like even if I'm being kind, a lot of things I do rub you the wrong way. I don't think you're being kind right now. I think you're being a dick with manipulative excuses built in. But I don't know how this escalates, so you know what? I'm gonna reserve judgment. We said, KK, smiley face, bye! By the way, you're not what you say you are at all. Like, isn't it weird we're mid-convo and your phone dies, yet you conveniently have something else to do? It rubs me the wrong way and feels like you're trying to get off the phone. But if you're so quick to be like this, then I don't really care anyways, lol. Ciao. So far, I get every message she sent. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not crazy. Now, you can tell between the gaps between this message here and this message here that he didn't respond after she's saying this stuff. And she said, you clearly can't handle an anxious person who needs reassurance. Ha ha ha. I agree. I have no qualms with anything she has said at any point in this entire conversation. I'm having a hard time understanding how she's gonna end up being the one in the wrong here. He said, I've been nothing but transparent and real with you. Yeah, my phone died and I realized my rice was done. It's 1 a.m. and I still have to cook chickeb. Chickeb? Chickeb? Is this some cultural dish that I look bad for not knowing what it is, or did he just mistype chicken? How do I grill chickeb? Uh-oh. Making it my 3-month goal to grill chicken. Okay, so it is a typo. I still have to cook chickeb. I don't like being called a liar over such a simple situation when we don't even really know each other. She has anxiety and was venting to you and being very vulnerable with you, and then you hung up and then didn't call back and then acted like, yeah, I'm cooking. Cause sounds like you couldn't actually hold space. Ariana, stop. Because it wasn't about you at that point. And now you're being a dick. That's my perspective. Tell me if I'm wrong. She said, I never called you a liar, but okay. I voiced my anxiety. Sorry, it's a crime. I can understand why she'd need reassurance if she's venting and then it just dies and then it doesn't give any closure to the whole thing, idiot. I voiced my anxiety. Sorry, it's a crime. She, me. She, me, like anxiety is her. She, me. You insinuated it. I wish you the best for real. With the periods, shut the fuck up, dude, honestly. And if I don't know you well or haven't met you, how is my anxiety gonna be reassured? Lol, okay, boo! Not gonna argue back and forth here. It's bare minimum and you losers and can't even. Your looks like I even looked your way, out of your league. Okay, a little bit rude and pretty embarrassing with the typos, but valid crash out so far. He said, LMAO, okay, r/nice girls. Fuck you. This guy sucks. This guy sucks so bad. She said, I am nice till you do me wrong, then I don't give a fuck. And thank God, I literally cannot feel a fucking thing right now. Loser. I'll wait. I have nothing to lose, so might as well. That's a valid crash out. This dude just treated her really, really poorly, and then she got angry. That's kind of fair. Top comment, imagine some girl you haven't even met yet pestering you for reassurance. Get a shrink or some friends, psycho. Jesus. You suck. You suck. How do you read this and not see that he's the one who's in the wrong? This is a... Okay. Shot for shot recreation of what happened before this conversation. Yeah, it was really hard at work today and I got in trouble with my boss because this customer was yelling at me and they didn't... you're not there anymore. 30 minutes goes by. We text, is everything good? Phone died? He says, yeah, my phone died. I'm about to cook anyway, period. Glad you got the chance to vent though, period. Dude, glad you got the chance to vent though, period. No closure. She was intimate with you, vulnerable with you, and you just drop out of that situation just because you were like too bored because you thought maybe she'd pop a titty out on FaceTime, and instead you were having an emotional connection with this woman. You were like, oh, fuck that. I'm reading way too much into it. But am I? Like, okay, his messages, the text supports that he's a dick. Sorry. And the comment, oh my God, thumbs up every single text. She will flip harder, lol. You suck. Honestly, she seems ill, like could benefit from therapy. That level of need from essentially a stranger is unhealthy. Same with the feelings of abandonment. Like, it is fine to feel that way, but the screeching at someone else, making it their problem, is beyond toxic.
They were having a conversation. She was being very vulnerable. She doesn't like know him that well, but they're getting to know each other. They're in a talking phase. She's venting to him, being vulnerable with him. But the phone dies. He doesn't call her back. He doesn't message her back. Automatically, he sucks. Then he starts messaging her passive-aggressive, condescending things with periods at the end.
That's a valid crash out! Your phone dies and you conveniently conveniently have something else to do. I swear, some people don't have lives outside of their screens. It was because a vulnerable moment was interrupted when she was emotionally connecting. And then that moment was given no closure, and she doesn't know how he feels about the whole thing. And she feels like, I just shared all this stuff, and I'm just like getting these passive-aggressive condescending messages back. This dude right here said, it's always the anxiety girls that act like this, ... That just means that all these motherfuckers think that it's okay to talk like that to somebody who they're like in a talking phase with even. Like you owe someone you're in a talking phase that respect. I was not expecting that at all. Now, a different one. This one's on a dating app. She said, is what it is. I'm not paying for a time out with someone I don't even know. If you want to know me, pay for the babysitter or come over. It's your conditions, truly. LMAO. We said, so I'm assuming your kids will be home someday and a man you don't know is supposed to come to the house while they're there? She said, you're not very good at this talking to single moms thing, and that's okay, lol. Use me as experience and do better next time. Bye. And he said, you're not very good at being a mother, and that's really not okay. Lol, goodbye. Kind of a really rude thing to say to somebody who you don't even know what they're talking about. But she did say, okay, so it started out, she's like, I don't want to pay a babysitter to go on a date, but I will go out on a date if you pay for my babysitter. Listen, man, if you're trying to score a beautiful single mom, you pay that babysitter fee. You just pay that babysitter fee. Get off of r/nice girls, pay that babysitter fee. Is she right? Is she right for asking for it or for expecting it? No. But game tip, pay the babysitter fee. I don't know. But she said, or come over. Yeah, it's probably not safe to bring people that you're meeting on dating apps over to your house with your kids. Any of y'all, when you were like younger, did your like single mom ever bring people over from a dating app, or like single dad or a single non-binary they them parent? They bring anybody over? Because I feel like that's definitely the type of thing that like I hear somebody talking about and they're like, yeah, it was crazy. Oh, yeah. But it does feel like it does happen. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. Dating as a single mother has got to be tough. My God, you come to the Coop channel for some seriously deep and nuanced thoughts. Dang, single mother dating? Pff, that shit sound hard. Okay, what's this? Like what? Like stick an egg in your microwave? All right, what the hell are we talking about? The title is Girl Who I Was Talking to for About a Month Slept with a Guy and I Broke Things Off. 3 months later, she is begging for a second chance. Sounds like you weren't exclusive, and it sounds like you have your feelings hurt because she was feeling bro more than she was feeling you, and now you want to take out your anger on her. And listen, I understand the pain, but you can't be that mad at her. You can only be mad at yourself for not having more game to like lock it down. But here we go. So after that, 3 months has passed and she's back going, like what? Like stick an egg in your microwave. Can you not just give me a second chance? It's only fair. I would give you one. And plus, that was 3 months ago what happened. Past is past, but you can change the future. So can I please get a second chance? Stick a raw egg in the microwave for 5 minutes and I'll forgive you. Honestly, I'm on his side. Listen, I know he's being crazy, but I kind of love it. Only if I'm going into it from the perspective of if she did it, he would genuinely take her back and like talk to her again and like be cool with it. Because I feel like that is kind of an equal thing of like, yeah, that really hurt me and it really sucked, but if you stick a raw egg in the microwave, I'll know you're a real one. That feels like a valid thing to request. Oh my God. She said, bro, please. You heard me. Just 1 second chance, that's all I ask. If I wasn't serious, I wouldn't have messaged. Do it and I'll forgive you. You know I'm serious. So am I. Please. Nah. Why not? Now, notice how at the end she goes, listen, I really like you and I want us to. He doesn't include another screenshot. He folded. He definitely folded. That's all I gotta say about that. But honestly, I wouldn't take her back. I would not take her back. If I'm going back, okay, me, like teenage years, or give me 20-year-old Cooper, damn. Thinking about, okay, talking phase that I might have been in, and it's going well, and there's another guy, and she's like, oh, I might be interested in that guy, and then she goes and dates that guy. If in that situation, she comes back to me, there's a level of hurt there where I could be like, you didn't want me though. But dead ass, if I asked her and she did put a raw egg in the microwave for 5 minutes, gotta take her back at that point. So I think she's in the wrong here. I don't know if she's a nice girl. I think that she's just not a real baller. Like she's not a real playmaker. If you were a playmaker, you would have made that play, girl. Girl had no game at all. Next convo. Yeah, well, now my Netflix is about to get shut off. Why, baby? Because all my money is in cash and I haven't been able to go out and no one fucking uses Chime and I'm just legit for real about to cry. Spend all this time doing my room and I can't even sit and relax. I can give you my Disney Plus login if that would help. I just want to cry. This is one of the purest souls ever in the blue bubbles right here. This is one of the purest and kindest souls that's ever been born. Why, baby? And then I can give you my Disney Plus login. That is so innocent. I can give you my Disney Plus login if that would help. And she said, not really. Would that help? not really, honestly. He said, okay, I was just thinking you could watch something on there. I don't have Netflix, or else you could have had that. Okay, right. I don't get what I've done wrong here. Bro, I'm for real about to fucking cry. So let me do what the fuck I need to do instead of wasting time sitting here chatting with someone who legit can't fucking help. I don't know what about that is hard to understand, to be honest. He said, why baby? They're on baby terms. He said baby. He offered you his Disney Plus. This is what you repay him with? Sorry, she's broke. She's broke. She's broke and she's begging for money. All my money is in cash and I haven't been able to go out and no one fucking uses Chime. You're broke. Listen, you're broke and you're in this man's DMs begging for 17 bucks. Just call it like it is. He's sitting here innocent and sweet, not thinking that you're trying to scam him, calling you baby, acting like I could give you some entertainment from my Disney Plus login. How about? And to that you said, instead of wasting time sitting here chatting with someone who legit can't fucking help. He said, but I was trying to help. That's the thing. I was offering a solution. Obviously, it doesn't fix everything, but I thought it might at least help. Oh my God, he's too sincere. He's like actually trying to help this girl and she's just trying to scam him for 17 bucks. She said, and I legit said, okay. You already know I'm upset, so why push things more? You said K. That's different to okay. If you want the login, you can have it. I already said no, fam. I wasn't even trying to watch Netflix for real. I was literally just trying to get 17 bucks from your ass, but appears you're a little bit too sincere and sweet for that. Yeah, she's crazy for that. I don't know, man. Flirting with people and then begging for money is like, it's just, is it not embarrassing to do? I mean, I guess not. She doesn't seem embarrassed. So this message is being sent to us by a friend of the first girl. So this isn't the first girl. This is a friend of her. And she said, you know, what name would fit there? Maximilian, I don't fucking get you and all disgusting assholes that are called men. Honestly, not even men. Little fucking boys. Good morning, Teresa. How can you do what you did to Jezebel? She poured her heart out to you and you move on? Dude, if my friend sent this to my ex, that friend would be getting cut off so fast. Why are you texting him? We said she wasn't interested, so I broke it off. If she wants to cry about it, let her cry about it. And my girl makes me happy. Sorry to say this, but Angie is a fucking slut. And you lost your chance with Jezebel. She's crying over you right now, but she's gonna get over it and get someone way better than you. Great. I hope she finds someone. Damn, what a cuck. I don't think that's what a cuck means. I don't think a cuck is when you break up with a girl and then get another girl. And the last message we sent to her saying, damn, what a cuck. No, that's gonna be her new man when he finds out that she has her fat ass minions coming after me. All right, you don't have to call her a fat ass. That's a little bit, minions is degrading enough. You don't have to get physical about it. Her new man is gonna be the cuck when he finds out that she was sending her fat ass minions after me. It's a pretty brutal message to send. But also, girl, why are you texting him? Why would you do that? This makes your friend look so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. This is humiliating for Jezebel. And honestly, I don't think Angie's a slut. I think that you're just being a jerk. And you're jealous. Yeah, sorry. That's crazy. If I was her friend, like I would literally stop being friends with her over that. That's the most embarrassing and exposing things to say. Okay, 2 more, then I gotta get ready for yoga. Okay, this is the penultimate one. That means second to last. We said, howdy, how's your week going? She said, hi. We said, I feel like we've matched here before. She said, wouldn't have a clue. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that, but he said, haha, fair enough. You seem familiar is all. So you're chasing an adventure, buddy? What kind of adventures we talk? This is tough because bro is actually really trying to be sweet here and like actually trying to connect and talk. This is like a nice conversation starter. He's like responding to the weird messages like pretty well, bobbing and weaving. She said, night. He said, hi, I get the hint. Peace. There's nothing wrong with what he has said this entire time. This is like just a real conversation. I don't understand how this conversation can continue from here. But she said, because I don't want to converse with anyone and I'm tired. Good. Adios. If the shoe fits you, it ain't always about you. Dead. Red flag. I'm sorry, but my wife's first 3 messages to me wouldn't be, hi, wouldn't have a clue. Night. No world my wife was sending those messages as her first 3. So yeah. Peace. I got the hint. Peace. But we said, emotionally mature of you. Maybe use your words next time and don't be dry as fuck. But I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. That's a valid response to someone coming at you a little bit rude. I already see it. How about you get a life? Women can't be autistic, right? Piss off, mate. women can't be autistic, right? All right, yeah, but you gotta lead that you're like, I'm autistic in a way where I'm gonna come across as really rude and seem very disinterested, and when you respond with disinterest, I'm gonna be a dick about it. You gotta kind of let somebody know. You can't just act that way and then expect something romantic and successful to happen from that. Oh, I love that response. Women can't be autistic, right? No, I don't think that that's what that means. You're just being rude. But I love that. That should be like the go-to response. Women can't be autistic, right? No, women can definitely be autistic. By the way, yeah, women can be autistic. How do you think Gravity Falls is such a big deal? Shout out autistic women. I love you. If you're an autistic woman, go fucking crazy in the chat. Okay, wait, this one's good. So this girl on WhatsApp, she sent like a restaurant, it looks like, because I see cuisine. So she said, I'm getting ready to pick up my neighbor's dog now. Let me know what you think. Are we still on? Anthony, okay, take care. This is what I'm talking about it. Men can't do anything. Cry, you can't communicate at all. Weird, immature behavior. I can't be around guys who act like they're in high school. I need a grown-ass man who can handle shit. Bye! We said, I was reading the menus. Oh my God. I gotta be honest, she said at 3:43, let me know what you think. 5 minutes later, are we still on? Bro, you see that message, you gotta message back fast. If you're seeing that notification pop up, are we still on? Anthony, and you're like looking at the menu right then, just back out of that menu and go reply real quick. Okay, take care. This is what I'm talking about. Men can't do anything. Like, she's saying that stuff 20 minutes after she's in the restaurant. Here's my thing. I think you end after the okay, take care. You've like already kind of like overreacted a little bit. Like, I feel like that is a little bit of an overreaction. Like, somebody could be doing something in those 20 minutes that's like really important and they just like haven't seen the notifications. That's like already kind of like, okay, take care at that point. It's a little bit early. But then continuing on from that and then ranting, saying weird, immature behavior, can't be around guys who act like they're in high school, need a grown-ass man who can handle shit. Yeah, she's fed up. She's had a day. But is that crash out valid? I don't think that that's like a valid crash out. Not as bad as some of the earlier ones, so let's do one. Please, please, please! This one's so good. Okay, so we said, all right, sleepyhead, sleep well, catch you later. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. She tried to edit her message. She thought that he would wake up and see the message, sounds good, period. Dope. That's what she thought he'd see. But you can see the edit that she made. She said, catch me later, I'm not a dude. I'm not a buddy. We didn't just meet for a beer. Lol, I'm a woman. Please act like I am one. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that shit makes me cringe. You aren't my coworker. Dog. Girl, he said sleepyhead. If you don't understand, sleepyhead is flirtatious. You think I'm gonna be on a Discord call with Benny J? It's getting late and I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta head out. All right, catch you later, sleepyhead. You think he's not gonna send me a text later that night being like, are we good? Like, she just didn't know though. She just didn't know the sleepyhead's a flirty thing. Damn, it's crazy to see, but I love seeing these because like I'm used to seeing like nice guys and guys having no game, but girls having no game. So it's so funny to see that she doesn't know sleepyhead's a flirt. It's a chat. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. Autistic women, go crazy in the comments. Go insane.